Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Trio Petroleum's a channel of preeminent oil and gas exploration and development company. Joining to give us some high-level overviews of some really good, great updates, I gotta say, it's Michael L. Peterson, the CEO. As always, welcome back, sir.
Thank you. It's good to be with you again.
You hit me tripping over my tongue as I just want to kind of get into the news because at the
I love to see it. You usually don't see that. You're usually so smooth. This is great.
I know, right? So at the Monterey County operations with your McCool Ranch, I mean, that field, the HH1 well is now producing, what, 47 barrels of oil per day. You want to give some updates on what's going on down there?
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, that's I'd love to talk about it. But we put out a press release that we started this field. This field has 5 wells that had previously produced, but they've been shut in for a long time. And so our plan is, hey, let's start these 5 wells. That'll produce a lot of cash flow for the company. Then let's start another well that's called the HV3 well. So we announced yesterday. I've been wanting to announce. We announced yesterday that the first well that we can announce the production on is the HH1 well, and it's producing 47 barrels a day, which is fantastic. And we have 4 more of those wells to turn on. We'll turn on this week. We'll turn on the 58X and the 35X. The 35X is a well that we had to run a gas to, and we've done all that, and it's ready to go. But we should be able to turn that on this week, and then we'll start the fourth and fifth well, which is the HH3 and HH4. So this is an amazing complex. It has big tanks. It has everything set up. It has its own water injection. And so as we produce this well, I went to it. I in my last one, it was kind of exciting. I drove up. It's in the middle of, no one can see it. It's in the middle of the cow fields. And in fact, it was tough to get in because some of the roads were covered with cow stuff. And but we got up there, and I saw these pumps. They're pumping away. I'm filling the pipes. They're warm, and then I'm looking at the tanks, and the oil goes to the tanks. It then separates. And once the tank fills up, then it keeps about a 3-foot pad of oil on the top, and then it just starts taking the oil off the top of the tank. And that's when we can tell what the production rate is, because it'll alternate going in. But 47 barrels is fantastic. You times that by 5, that's pretty exciting. And then we have an additional well, which is the HV3A, which previously was producing 30, 40 barrels a day as well. We think we can improve that by going in and doing some acid. It would never was acidized. So we've gone from a company that had no revenue to a company. I would think you could kind of use like a $50 net per barrel revenue income to the company. So if you take a look at that, you can do the math. You go to a company where 5 wells, 6 wells, producing that type is enough revenue for us to be cash flow positive. So we're excited about this opportunity, about turning these on, moving forward. Things are going well now at the company.
So as kind of a catalyst toward those wells, are you expecting those additional ones to come on in the next quarter toward summer, spring here, or what? Not to
Yeah,
put much of
that's
a timeline, but
that's a great question. So I expect that we'll have 3 wells on the McCool Ranch fully producing by the end of this month, and also the HB3A, which is over in our other field, the South Salinas project. That should be producing as well by the end of this month. So the end of March, we should have 4 of those 6 wells producing. And then the other 2 McCool Ranch wells, we should have producing by, I would assume, by mid-April. And so all of this I'm talking about should be done, by the end of April, let's say. We'll have 6 wells up and running and cash flow, which is great. It's exactly what we should be doing, and hopefully investors see the benefit of that.
well, on that note, I'll pass it off to the viewers. We'd love to know what you think. Consider subscribing because when these catalysts and news continue to hit the wire, of course, we'll bring it to you here. But on the note, we look forward to catching you in the next one.
Thank you.